what they teach. There's many private schools that are free to teach whatever they want, and if you want to go to those schools, you're free to go there.
That's not true, because there's government money.
Tell me what's true. I'm 68 years old.
I'm 62.
I wasn't born yesterday.
I'm 62.
Well, so apparently you missed a few years.
No.
I wasn't born yesterday.
Well,
I've been to the other side of this
there's
planet,
laws now where they all have to teach to the same test. So all the schools have to teach to the same test.
They don't. They're changing the text in Texas, and they're leaving a few things out because there's so much history, there's not time to teach it all. So they're picking a few things that they consider to be irrelevant, and they're taking them out of the text, and they're being taught in other states.
How does that relate to
they're
this?
Not going to be taught. You said that they're required to teach the same thing in all schools, and that apparently is not true.
Well, if
because
it relates,
they're voting to take those things out.
If it relates to this, I don't care about they teach in Maryland Road.
Two of those things they're taking out.
Okay.
One of them is Hillary Clinton.
When I first heard that,
that's a good thing.
I was like, this here, here you go. This is making me nervous. And I was like, okay, it's a mirage. Unfortunately, there's a guy named Rob Skiba.
I've seen that foot before go past here. Did you get one of these?
No, I didn't.
You can have one.
Thank you.
And there's good information. These are my 3 favorite videos here. So you can look that up and it'll bring up the 3 favorite videos.
Okay. Thank you.
The coincidence is that when you hide part of your face,
isn't that funny?
It makes it so people think that you're cool. And that's
yes.
why people do this.
But see, the elites have another meaning for it though. See, the young kids, they do it because it's cool, but the elites do it because it's sending a message.
Okay.
So that's why.
What's the message?
The message is they're all part of the same club. See?
I think they got to be all friends, so they all be in the same club. Right?
Well, I'm not so sure. They don't claim to be the same friends. Look, that guy there, what was his name? Jesse something? He said, oh, he's going to reveal the truth and everything. Well, he's just like with them. They're all the same.
Okay.
See, you got to look into it. I know these astronauts. Look at that. They're all still alive, and they were supposedly killed in the Challenger.
And there's no job.
Do you remember the Challenger that exploded?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I do. I'm a little older than you.
Yeah, a little bit.
But yeah, they supposedly exploded and killed them all. Krista McAuliffe was a school teacher or something. They're all alive. They all got cushy jobs, pensions, you know, the whole thing. Sure. Yeah, you have to sort it out. There's large and extra large. Yeah.
I don't know her.
Hey, you need to eat something. I see your ribs. Did you look this up? Yeah.
Research flat earth.
Hey, Marilyn, come here, give me a hug. Marilyn.
Didn't realize who you
I didn't
were.
think I was.
Yeah, I thought you were some weirdo.
A weirdo. How do I know your name? Here,
Now I know.
This is what I'm doing. It's not funny. It's the truth.
This is for Casey. Casey loves this stuff. Here you go, Casey. Marilyn's giving us information about flat Earth.
It's the truth. I've been studying it 2.5 years, and I go out and teach it now with my buddies. It's the truth.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. Look into it.
I know you believe it.
No, I tested it.
Okay.
When you're in Atlantic City, you can see Wildwood 32 miles away. If there's a curvature, then there has to be a formula for how far out and the drop. So the formula is 8 inches times a mile squared, which is right there. And so you should go out and test it and see if you can find curvature. But I'm not going to hold my breath because you would never find curvature.
Okay.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thanks.
On YouTube. Now, what do you see here? The circled in red, that is the continent of North America, right?
Oh my
Do you
goodness.
see what the problem is?
Did you get one of these?
I'm
You see
listening.
it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all well.
Would you like to look this up?
Right.
It is truly flat.
Yep.
There has to be a complete finish.
Well, we don't really know that.
Well, how do you not know that?
Well, is there an edge to space?
no, but you're talking about infinite. That's apples and oranges. That argument. You're talking about infinite space as it reflects on space, right? But you're talking about a sphere versus a plane that existed in that space. There's a true start and a finish, and if it is flat,
Says who though?
so
Okay, if it is flat,
so
what?
you could travel from one distance infinitely and never reach the edge of planet Earth.
I don't know. I've never done it. But what I'm saying is, how do I prove that?
No.
You can't.
Well, that would be interesting.
We
There's
don't
the
go
Antarctic
past.
Treaty.
We
How about the Antarctic Treaty?
We
You
do
know
not go past the edge of Antarctica in our teaching.
1959, right when they pretty much started our little space program, and they started telling you about satellites and everything.
They don't
By the
let
way,
you go.
Arthur C. Clarke is the guy who actually began.
Hi, baby.
Arthur C. Clarke is a scientist. He's the guy who did. He wrote about science. He's the guy who began satellites. He was the guy who created the idea.
He's
of
a
satellites.
fiction writer.
He's a fiction writer, and he's the one. Here's a writer.
You can look it up when you go home.
I definitely will. Why not?
Did y'all get one of these?
Nope.
No, you want
My
one?
IQ is a lot higher than that.
I don't think so. I could argue with you. Half my brain tied behind my back. Yeah.
Your IQ is less than 10.
My son's IQ is 155. What's yours?
155?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
He's down in Philadelphia.
Wait.
He is in charge of the East Coast for a system that monitors cars, electronics in the cars. So what's going on? Do you have a
Monitors
question?
electronics in the car.
Yeah. Do you have a question about this? No?
Contradictory right there.
Earth was flat?
Yeah.
I know. You can circumnavigate flat Earth because it's pi. You go around the outside and
Hey, you know what? They're going to plan a fake alien invasion, and that's how they're going to bring in the New World Order. Did you ever hear of that?
That's already here. Did you know that?
The one world government?
Man,
That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do.
God, I did not
Well,
think
when you hear about the one world government, then you're going to say, oh, wait a minute.
It's already one world government.
Wait, no, I
What
saw
is
this.
it?
I saw this.
What
I
is
saw
it?
this. Hold on. No, I saw this. And then we all escaped Earth from the Cylons on Battlestar Galactica.
No, it's
right? No, with President
the United Nations was created to be the head of that.
This is way beyond the United Nations.
Okay, what is
it?
it?
With the original Battlestar Galactica then? Okay, 'cause that's Admiral Adama.
I'm
What is
telling
the
you.
Freemasons and that stuff involved in?
They are an organization that prides themselves in keeping secrets. And
What are their secrets?
John Kennedy said it's abhorrent to have secrets in a free and open society. So I don't like that organization because they keep secrets.
But you just talked about the New World Order, but you don't even know what the Freemasons and all the other secret societies do, though.
Why?
So,
how do you know what a secret society does if it's a secret society? I mean, really?
Freemasons are all.
Oops.
What's the point of everything, right? I believe that. I was atheist till age 46 years old. I learned about flat Earth. In learning flat Earth, I came to find out in the Bible there's about 200 verses that refer and that, like, no way it's trying to fall 1,000 miles an hour. We're talking about stationary planes. That's what it's like. So now, and in that I also learned about man being deceived and all this other stuff. And that resonated with me because of my own life experiences. So the end game is this. They hide God from us very easily. They teach kids at a young age that evolution, they teach kids, like, there's nothing about evolution in the Bible. There's nothing about the Big Bang in the Bible.
Yeah, but forget the, so just hypothetically, you prove and your movement proves this is correct. Then what?
All right, so now the government, right? The government.
Would you like to look this up when you go home?
You already know. Sure. You believe the government, you trust the government.
It's about the flat Earth. You ever heard of it?
Yeah, cracks me up.
Yeah, well, watch those videos on the back there. Those are my 3 favorite videos. Just type that in and they'll come up.
Yeah, when you fly your plane, it just keeps on going around the earth.
Hey.
It just keeps on.
Yeah.
It's a fake illusion.
You get it all the time? I almost got arrested on the boardwalk videotaping like I'm doing with you right now. Having conversations. I had 5 cops come up on me, and now I'm fighting a ticket. The prosecutor's still coming after me for videotaping.
What? All right, we don't trust the government.
Right.
Got that.
Right.
You found out.
All right.
You found
So
out.
there's so much. We have so much.
If you want to see, you can just ask.
Do you like this? You can look it up when you go home.
I was on YouTube, and I saw people thinking this. It could be true.
It is. I think it is. I've been studying it 2.5 years. This is a flat Earth map.
Oh, wow.
North Pole's in the middle.
I'm not saying like gravity doesn't work, but like...
Well, they say gravity, but we can't prove that. There's no proof of it. But guess what? There is proof of this, diamagnetism. So that makes more sense. But they're not teaching that. How you doing? Oh, look at those pretty eyes. Hi, honey. Would you like that? You can look it up when you go home.
Are the shirts free?
Yes, yes, but they're only extra large, I think, or large.
And extra large?
No, it's just grown up. So if you want one big,
Yeah, I guess.
you can have one, I guess. Are you gonna wear it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you know anything about flat Earth? Or are you just gonna make fun? Go ahead.
You're with me, right? I'm not trying to scare you away.
No, I'm not. You're sitting here and nobody's removing you, so we can.
But I literally had to show up in court. Oh, wait, dude.
They're not supposed to be here, period.
Well,
they might be.
The heck we aren't! This is free speech!
I'm not supposed to be here.
Do you want me to give you the list of court cases that support what we're doing?
Wait, come on, seriously. I'm not trying.
He just said we're not. Anyway, you missed the argument.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I just think. All right.
All right, I hear you, man.
I'm gonna look at it.
I love you, dude. I love you. I hear you.
Did you get a card?
You're saying.
Yeah, I have a card.
You got one then?
Yeah.
Okay.
A permit? From who? Who's the authority that I need a permit from?
You have no idea. Just see you later. Hi, girls.
Thank you so much. I
Okay.
really appreciate it. I really do.
After all these years.
Well, I think it does. Things break off of it all the time. So it does. But we aren't really allowed near that, so we can't monitor that. There's an Antarctic treaty where 53 countries signed it, and they protect Antarctica with military guns and ships. We can't go near there. Nobody's allowed to go by themselves and explore. So the average person cannot do anything down there. So all we can know is what they tell us, and I don't really trust them.
Come and listen. Come and listen.
Yeah, what do you think? Did you guys get a card?
No, I didn't know.
No, I haven't.
Take a listen.
Okay, well you can have a card, and then you type that in, and you'll get to see my 3 favorite
How do you guys
videos.
know you live on a spinning ball?
Then you can decide for yourself.
Right? Do you know
Don't
that-
ever
you know
let
that
anybody
they
lie
say
to you.
spins?
Just decide for yourself and do experiments and figure it out. Really.
Yeah,
Good
they say
job.
they're
Do you have any other
1,000
questions?
miles an hour right now, guys. 1,000 miles an hour.
So,
And that the
how
water.
much
Have you ever seen
technology,
water
like,
stick to the outside of
If
the ball before?
technology was the sun.
You see that?
So
It's
like,
okay.
I have a question.
Anyway,
So
keep that in mind, guys.
if like
Consider
it's
it.
all projections,
Maybe things aren't
then
what
like
we're told.
how before technology was it projected? Like-
we're spinning right this moment.
Oh, so you're talking about like ancient
1,000
maps?
miles an hour. You're spinning.
Okay.
I tell you, 1,000 miles an hour.
Well-
now that's not where the motion ends. because
I
the
think
sun,
that
we
ancient
circle the
man
sun at
was not a
66,600
caveman. I think
miles an
ancient
hour.
man-
Yep. And worse than that,
Ancient man
the
was
sun is traveling
very
through
smart.
space at almost half a
Ancient
million miles an
man
hour.
was like, we had abilities that we don't have now. Actually, we were a whole lot smarter and better off in ancient times than we are now. But the government is keeping all that hidden from us. We really are a spiritual people, that we have great abilities, but they give us fluoride in our toothpaste and in the water, and it affects our brains and our abilities. So we've got to make sure we only put really good things in our body and try and stay healthy and clean. And that way we'll be better. And we can have some of these thought processes and, you know, but we've lost a lot of it. We used to be really great. So there's even like, I don't know how much to go into this because it's really not flat Earth. It's really more, when you start looking into this, look into ancient man. You know, there was a place called Atlantis. There actually was a place called Atlantis. And the people there, they could like think thoughts and somebody else could read their thoughts and that kind of thing. So there's that kind of, you know, that's the kind of people we used to be. But we're not that way anymore. I think we're getting dumber.
But why would the government, like, do that?
Well, see, if they treat us like animals, then they can be more important and control. They want to control everything. They want to own everything. They want to treat us like animals. And they even build cages and lock us in them. You know, there's people that are locked up in cages in the prisons. Why are they doing that? And they're not even bad. They, like, if you have like a little ounce of marijuana, it's a plant that grows. It's a plant. So why would they lock you up for having a little plant? See, now they say it's a law. You can't. I'm not so sure that's a good law. I don't think they ought to have that. But that's what they're doing. They want to control everything. They want to own everything. They want to. And you don't understand that. I don't understand it because we don't feel that way. We're real people. The people who want to control are different. They're different. They have this greed in their minds. They just want to, they're just greedy. They want to, and that's the only thing I can say. I don't know. But if you study flat earth and you understand it, then you'll look into other things. And then you might understand why they're doing that. It's hard to explain. And I don't want to, you know, like, scare you because you're young. But you're doing, what is it, taekwondo or
karate,
what is it?
We do karate.
Karate, okay, acha. I'm glad that you're going to look into it though. That's exciting because that means you're smart. When you ask questions and you're curious, that means you're smart. So, yeah, I'm glad you're stopping and looking. Just don't believe everything they write in the textbooks. Always question things. Okay? Good. I'm glad. What do you think of all this stuff? Isn't it amazing?
I like the sunset.
You like this one?
I like the sunset on that picture.
Oh, it's very pretty colors.
You girls ready?
Oh.
All right, let's go.
Oh, we have to go.
Okay, see ya. Thanks for stopping. Do you want to look this up later at home? It's very good information, science, evidence. I have it all here on my videos.
All right.
Yeah, you can look it up.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
So he'll be here any minute. I'm sure he'll love to hear what you have to say. And
What does he think about your thoughts about the moon landing?
oh no, he agrees. Because science.
Are you a truther?
She is, yeah.
Science,
All right.
Science. If you look at the atmospheres and you look at the radiation beyond.
This is a mass awakening taking place. No, it is.
Yeah.
I met a guy today, 40 years. Oh, he watches us too. He's a flat earther too.
Oh yeah, that
for
guy.
40 years he hasn't paid his federal taxes.
Right.
How did he get away with that?
Get away? What do you mean get away? You're a fool if you're paying your federal taxes. I mean, seriously, it's voluntary. We all know it's voluntary.
Right.
The only reason we don't do it, a lot of us, is because we're afraid that those guys with the guns are going to come and get us. So, I love you. I'm serious. This is
agree.
awesome.
I don't know about the flat earth part because I never really thought about it yet.
Oh, well, here.
I will think about it.
Look
I
in
will
that.
think about it.
Yep. I love it.
Thank you.
You won't even think about it. You're going to know it in about a couple hours.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Contact us.
Thank you.
I think we're doing a good thing here. You know, this is the park where I always got harassed, and they're not harassing us. This is awesome.
Permit, that guy. Oh, look, Mark is still talking with the guy with the permit. Dude, he's an animal.
Mark, yeah, he does. He's like that.
So we need more activists, or we want more activists out there. I know that there's still people doing lots of good experiments.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with experiments. In fact, I was even thinking about it. The guy, Tim Toole, I think his name, that's his name, I forget. But last night he told me about the websites, and it's like I can't do a website, and if we have people helping us with websites, with all these artistic things and everything else, we can all we work together on this.
So guess what I did this morning? Guess what I did?
Huh.
At 5:30, I was out at the neighbor farm videotaping sunrise.
Oh, you did it
on the equinox. So I posted that. So check out.
Today's the day?
Today's equinox.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wait till you see my outside of the equator. I got information A woman in South Africa sent me a picture of sunset last night.
Okay. Oh, really?
Wait till you see that.
Maryland Spirit Level Tea to everybody. If you're not subscribed, get on there and do it. Her last video, a guy, she went, I don't know if that was your last, the Patriot Group video.
The Patriot Group.
That, you guys gotta watch her Patriot video, her Patriot Group video. She went to a building where they have a Patriot Group that comes and meets, and she was, you know, hoping for the best with them. Did they call the police on you at the end? I didn't watch the ending of it yet.
They said they did, but they never showed up.
Okay, so yeah.
So I don't know. I just stood my ground because I was just so frustrated. Go ahead.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, she stood her ground all right.
Hey, you want to look this up?
Sure. Yes.
Thank you.
Well, they certainly look round, right? But that doesn't mean it's right?
Look at the girls. They're going to be doing a dance. Did you want to look this up?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Has to necessarily be round also. Right.
They're going to be up on the stage very shortly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, over here.
What stage?
Oh, over here. Yeah.
What is it? Is this street fair or what is it?
This is Community Day.
Community Day.
Yeah, every year they do this.
Okay.
This time of year?
Yeah. Yep.
The sun and the moon circle above the earth, right? It doesn't talk about us going around the sun. Okay? I don't know if you read the Bible at all, or if you're into God. Do you read God or not? You do. Do you read the Bible at all? No. The Bible has over 200 verses in it that refer to an earth that is stationary, not moving, not movable. There's, like I said, the sun, the moon.
Did you get one?
Above the earth. There's verses that talk about God stopping the sun and the moon. Well, if you stop the sun and the moon and it's referring to an earth that has that's flying through space.
Want to look this up at home? The flat Earth? Did you ever hear about it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, this. If you type this in, you'll see my 3 favorite videos, and one of them is the 200 proofs, which is on these banners here.
Okay.
So you'll see all those pictures again.
Oh yeah, a guy at work talked a lot about it.
Oh yeah, it's great. I've been studying it 2.5 years now, so I come out and teach it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. Right, but they don't tell you that the earth is flat with those maps. They're telling you that they're just flattened out for you. What I'm saying is that they're using that globe.
Hi, you can look this up at home.
No thanks, I'm not interested.
You want to go up here first? Yeah.
Hi, would you like to look this up? The flat Earth? Did you ever hear about it?
The Earth is not flat.
It's not? What, you think it's like this?
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's like this, there has to be a formula that tells me how far out I go and how far down it goes, right?
I think the flat theory is
that
conspiracy.
Right? Is that right? Is this right? You have to have a formula, curvature formula. Is that correct?
I don't know.
So spherical geometry is wrong too?
How would the world be flat though? Think about that.
Well, I can tell you in 30 seconds. Come on. Come on. Come on, brother. Let's go. So here we go. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. This is in the Boston Library, this map. All the world organizations use the flat Earth map, but they leave off Antarctica. I don't think they want you to know that it goes around the outside edge. So here's this spherical geometry thing with the formula. 8 inches times a mile squared, and it's right here. Okay? So this is Chicago, and this is 60 miles of Lake Michigan. That should be hidden under 1,700 feet of curvature. It should be hidden, but it's right there. Now you tell me, how is that there?
I don't know. But here's my question I have with you. And I'm trying to catch up with them. If the world is flat, then what about all the other planets?
So
what makes us so different?
I'm telling you about flat Earth. I'm not telling you about flat Mars.
But there is no flat Mars.
The only reason that you're thinking that is because of the Big Bang, which was an explosion and things went tumbling through the sky, right? So you think everything is the same. And I'm saying no. I'm saying that our surface is flat, all the oceans are flat, and the other stuff, you got to figure that out, okay? I'm just going to go this far with you, okay? Antarctica is holding in the water. So here, you type this in and you'll get my 3 favorite videos, and one of them is 200 proofs, and here's 143, etc. So this is reality, the star trails. You leave the aperture open, you get circles, right? But this is what they want us to believe is happening. And that you'll never get that with that. If there's a flat surface, you get a line. That's reality. If it's curved, you only get a little spot. So take that home and look into it.
Conversation. Have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
It's crazy stuff that I'm telling you.
Did you ever look this up? You hear it all over the internet.
Size of the Earth, right?
Hi, did you ever hear about the flat Earth? You can look it up.
It's like more like 60.
Hi.
They're not real. They're not real images. They're Photoshop. The guy from NASA, you look him up, his name is Rob Simmons. He literally says, the images of Earth are Photoshop, but he goes, because they have to be. He literally says that they're Photoshop. Now, why would they Photoshop? Are they trying to trick him? Yeah, they are. I believe they are. If you go onto NASA's website, you'll see that images of Earth are composite images. Images that have been stitched together.
Those dogs are getting all tangled up.
I love you. No, you're awesome, man. When I first heard this, I called them idiots.
Hi. Take the card.
Thank you.
On the back is my 3 favorite videos can be found right there.
Okay.
Type in that whole thing.
Right now, do you know how fast they tell us we're spinning?
Okie dokie. Look at these little girls. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. You can look this up at home. You type that in and you see my videos. 200 proofs. It's about the flat Earth. Yeah, we have information that shows that we live on a flat surface. It's not a spinning ball like this.
No?
Nope. And this video, the 200 proofs. This is the flat Earth map. This is in the Boston Library. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. Okay? So you know if there's a ball that there has to be a formula that shows how far out you go and how far down it drops, right? So that's the formula. And that's on the card too. Look, that's right there. So this is Chicago, and that's 60 miles across Lake Michigan. But that should be hidden under 17,000 feet of curvature. It should be hidden down below. And it's not, it's right there. There's a lot of examples like that. So if you watch those videos, you'll start to understand. You're welcome.
It is on, Chicago is on elevated land, 200 feet above sea level. Anyhow, like seriously, you shouldn't be seeing any of those buildings.
All right, cool.
Hi, did you ever hear of Flat Earth?
Programming.
Yeah, right there.
He tells you what you see is a mirage. And I was like, when I was looking this stuff up, I was like, oh, cool, maybe it's a mirage. Because I was starting to do the flag. It didn't take me long at all. So a guy named Rob Skiba, he rents a boat. And he takes his video camera and he videotapes that mirage, right? Now, this is where the problem comes in. 50 miles across Lake Michigan, he videotapes the mirage. Whole time he's got that mirage on his video camera until the city's right in front of his eyes. When did it change from a mirage into the actual city?
Okay.
Or another way to put it is, where is the curvature? Because I have a hard time believing that mirage morphed into the city perfectly, while you're watching it. So people started replicating like that experiment. People are they're testing with laser beams over a lake. Over a lake, 7 miles long.
You can look this up if you go home. Okay. Would you like to look this up? About the flat Earth? Did you ever hear about it?
Isn't it real? No?
Not this. It's flat. This is a flat Earth map. North Pole's in the middle. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. And all these world organizations use flat Earth map, but they don't put Antarctica on there. They don't want you to know. If there is a sphere, then there has to be a curvature formula for how far out it goes, how far down it drops, right? This is the formula, which is right there. This is 60 miles across Lake Michigan. There's Chicago. That should be under 1,700 feet.
So all this time they have a misconcept?
No, they are lying to us on purpose. They're lying on purpose. They're deceiving us. And you can tell that because look at the NASA website. How do you get two different sizes of the United States? See, if they can fool us, they can rule us. They think they're privileged, that they can just tell us anything and we should believe it. So we want the truth. The truth will make you strong. Telling us lies, what's the difference between being educated with lies or being uneducated?
You're uneducated.
That's right. And the kings never let the serfs learn how to read, did they? Yeah. You're wondering.
Yeah.
They're just getting more clever at their tricks. They still want us to be oppressed. So look that up and you'll see the videos. It'll start you on your journey. I've been on it 2.5 years now.
Wow. Thank you.
So we're out teaching the truth. You're welcome. Thanks for stopping.
Is this an organization?
No, we're all individuals, but we kind of became friends. So if we go someplace big, I called up 2 other guys and they're out helping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all have our own thing that we do, our own style.
Is flat.
It is. Yeah, and this is Antarctica, right here. And that holds in the oceans. You see that right there? That holds in the oceans. You'll see all these pictures on the video when you look this up.
Okay. All right, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Did you get one of these? Oh, okay. Do you have a question?
Not necessarily a question, I'm just...
Well, you can look all you want. I'll let you alone. How you making out, Mark?
All right. Earlier there was a woman here that complained to this cop here about us being here and we're going to have to pay $150. So you might want to get in on this conversation. I don't know.
I'll give him a paper.
had to purchase a spot.
Yeah.
And you didn't. So.
Yeah, but this is free speech.
He's been really
I know,
nice,
I understand
Maryland,
that, but what I'm saying is everyone else had to purchase a spot.
I know, but you know what else? I come here every time there's a concert, and they harass me.
I know who you are. No, they don't. I'm
no, I get harassed.
I also got
very nice and gorgeous.
Yeah, I also got a complaint that you're live streaming video of children without the parents' permission, which could be a problem for you civilly.
Okay.
Civilly, somebody could sue you.
Well,
when you're in a public space, though.
I agree.
Isn't that supposedly you have the right to? Because, me looking at her, it would be considered video.
The problem is
I don't like when people insinuate that I'm like a creep, though.
No,
that
what
really
I'm saying,
bothers me. That's creepy.
some people are upset. The problem is when you live stream it.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't put kids' pictures on Facebook without their parents' permission, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just telling you what
it's crazy.
You know, I don't enforce that.
Yeah, you're awesome, dude. You're being very, very cordial with us, and I do appreciate that.
You're town
I'm
Manson?
the chief. I'm the chief of police.
Chief Dickinson?
I'm in charge. Yes,
okay.
Ma'am. The problem is where the complaint is arising. It's not that you're here spreading your message. The problem is you're taking up the space and everybody else had to pay, including the guys running for political campaign.
Yeah, okay,
if you're walking around handing out stuff, that's perfect.
My question, though, would be, I really truly wonder how, I really would like to find out, because I'm actually going through kind of learning this stuff in another area, but how, the United States actually owns.
Did you get one of these? Because there's good information. Are you together? Yeah. Okay. Because if you look this up, it'll give you the 3 videos I think are most important. Okay, 200 proofs, and my 2 banners down there show you all what's on that video.
Okay,
yeah. But if you have a question, I can show you some of this stuff on my banners down there. But you can look around. Yeah, I know. You got to have 3 eyes, right?
Yeah, there, and then that one's there, and that one's there.
You gotta have a question now.
Yeah, I'm just looking at some of these proofs, and I'm just not so sure if I agree with some of them. I mean,
well, tell me one, and maybe I can explain it.
So I'm curious about the eclipses and orbits, with light stating there how the lunar eclipses continue to happen regularly when both the sun and moon are still visible together on the horizon.
Right. Okay. So what you have to understand is everything that you experience now is experienced on a flat plane, because that's what it is. Okay. So how you would translate all that into this? This is what they want you to believe, the blue spiral. So how would you do that? That's probably a lot harder to explain. How would it happen on that? Because look, this is reality. Star trails are reality. Okay, but how would you get it with the blue spiral? I don't know. I would never know that. Did you also know that there are other orbs out there?
Yeah, the other planets.
No, other orbs. I can mention there's Rahu and Ketu, which are they're not really visible, but some of them are even reddish, like blood moon comes from a red orb that it's like a translucent thing, and I don't know, but there was a plane that went up to film one of the eclipses, and this one guy, he caught 5 of these orbs. And you have to look at these videos and you'll see, hey, look, there is something there, and it's not a reflection off the lens, you know? So there are other things that we don't know about. We aren't told these things. But, you know, if somebody knows about it, you could say, oh, this is going to happen. And then you think you're mysterious and all-knowing and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So we can only explain so much. So when it comes to the flat earth, all I can explain to you is there's no curvature. There's no curvature. So once you understand that, then you can research on your own and make up your own mind as to what these other things are. You know, I don't like to go past the edge of Antarctica in my explanations, because I really don't know. I've never been there. And with the Antarctic Treaty, I'll probably never get there. You know, because they prevent us from going there.
Yeah, I'm curious about the star trails, because I do agree, they do form the circles and such, but wouldn't that be because of the fact that the Earth is spinning though?
No, the Earth is stationary. There's a dome.
There's a dome.
There's a dome. Yeah, and the Stars are embedded in the dome. They never change. There's no parallax. You know what parallax is?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's none of that stuff going on. There's something with retrograde and the planets, but the planets have always been called wandering stars. So I don't really investigate that too much. I stick with the ground. And I get people to watch these videos, and then they can research that, whatever their interest is.
Well, I mean, I agree that there's no parallax with the stars, but wouldn't that be because of the fact that the stars are so far away that any measurable distance you wouldn't be able to really tell them even with the naked eye?
Okay, so did you ever hear that experiment from Eratosthenes? He said that he put the two sticks in the ground, and he said there has to be curvature to the earth because one had a longer shadow than the other one. Do you remember hearing something like that?
I've heard of that one.
Okay, so either the earth is curved, and that's how the shadows came to be, or the sticks are straight and the sun is really close. So we have two different things here. Either we have the ball or we have the plane. Okay, so you have to put all that into a perspective of, all right, what other possible explanation could it be? I don't believe that gravity exists, but I do believe that there's diamagnetism. Okay, now that's like a torus field, and I don't think we're being pulled down to the center of the globe. I think we're being pushed down from above. See? So you could be the opposite, and you know, that makes sense.
I'm curious, what would be the difference then?
What would be the difference? Well, a spinning ball happening from a Big Bang, and I do love that TV show, Big Bang. That is really great. I just laugh all the time. But either we have a random universe with a Big Bang, or we have a created realm with a flat surface and a dome, which there's absolutely no doubt in your mind that somebody, something created that. So if that's created, then we were created also and put here. But if there's a random Big Bang, then we got evolution. And we're nothing better than animals. And then they can put us in cages and yada yada.
I agree with you on the fact that that we are absolutely created by God, by a greater being. My question is, what is it about the Big Bang that says that it isn't created by God? I mean, if you're following, like, for example, with Christianity, if you're following
God
Genesis,
could do anything he wanted. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So then let's look at the facts.
Okay.
The facts are there's no curvature. So this is what we have. So why say, well, yeah, I believe in the ball, a spinning ball, because God could have done it. Okay, he could have, but he didn't. He did this. So you have to make a scientific, educated.
Well, I guess my other thing is with the fact that, because like I've worked in an observatory at my old college and such, I've actually been able to go look at stars, look at the planets and such. And the one thing that I always find interesting is, like, with all of them, it's all spheres. Everything is a sphere.
How do you know it's a sphere?
Because of the fact that I see different parts of it at different times, especially with the planets. Like, there'll be some
Okay, what
nights where,
parts?
for example, I think the best example is with Jupiter's red spot with the storm. There are some nights where I'm able to actually see it on the telescope, and some nights where it's completely missing.
I talked to a guy who was a military guy, and he had this hat on, and it had coordinates on the hat. And I said, okay, what are those coordinates? He said, a telescope down in Hawaii. And they're, oh, he said, yeah, I went there, and I could see Jupiter's spinning because of the red spot going from one side to the other. Now, what did I just tell you about those other orbs up there? Could it possibly be, I'm not saying it is, could it possibly be an orb moving across? That's an explanation, isn't it? That you never thought of before.
I suppose.
It could be. Okay, I'm not saying it is. So these are things that I would love for you to look into and see if that's possible. But it's going to be hard, except you have to probably look in flat earth videos or some kind of flat earth thing, because you won't find it in Google. But I would love, you didn't get one of these, did you?
No,
I would love for you to look up that and see my first videos in there. The three, there's a time lapse of the sun. It'll like, you know, that's how you go. And then the other one is refraction, why you think the sun sets when it just goes away. So those three are on there, and that'll give you a good basis. I would love for you to look into this. And you can also reach us. I'm on there. I'm on that website. He's on that website, Zoom Truth. And so you can keep in touch. I'd love, if you find out something, let me know.
Okay.
What's your name?
Matt.
Matt, Marilyn. Marilyn and Teed. Matt. Nice to meet you.
Well, Marilyn, it's been a pleasure talking
yeah,
to you.
Thanks.
You gotta come to me. You want to know about space? You gotta come to me. Right? How much you want to pay satellite? You gotta pay me. Satellite saver, right? You know,
would you like to look this up?
Oh, no, thank you.
It's going to get cold, honey. Ooh.
I mean, dude, it's just...
Did you get one of these?
Oh, I'm with her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
I don't know if you got one. Here, let him have one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. There's good information on the back.
If you go to, if you go to that's satellite? Okay. He said there's 1,000 satellites out there. Maybe 10,000. I don't know. You never go there. Now, there was a video of a glitch where it shows the car and the green screen behind it. And like just for a second, flat earthers picked up on that. We don't know if he did that on purpose or not.